Hey guys, this is Gary Garcia. We're going to take just a few minutes and look at managing storage within a converged infrastructure solution like FlexPod. Here we are at the dashboard, and of course I'm logged in as a powerful user, just so I can show you all of the features. We can slim down what we're looking at by logging in as a business user. But here's a FlexPod infrastructure. And when we look at FlexPod, it manages just like a private cloud. Right, so you can see the top 10 virtual machines on the dashboard, the top 10 hosts, and see all of the resources that are being used. You can see the configuration of the infrastructure and add and remove switches and storage. You can also manage the virtual machine infrastructure just like you can in an enterprise. You can see the entire data center. Unlike many data centers, this private cloud infrastructure has a service catalog. So you can manage an entire service catalog with gold, silver, bronze kinds of servers, each with their own virtual machine billing policy. And we'll cover billing policies in another tutorial. We can map virtual machines to physical infrastructure, and of course we can store the credentials that are necessary to manage the entire infrastructure. But what we're here to look at today is the storage asset in the infrastructure, and as with all things in Vistara, when you first look at the asset, you get a dashboard that shows you the health of the piece of infrastructure that you're looking at. The most important data that you might want to see if you're actually going in to manage a piece of infrastructure. So you can see the top 10 aggregates, or top 5 aggregates, top 5 volumes. You see the storage capacity on the asset, and you can actually see some of the data about the infrastructure. You can actually audit the physical machines, the aggregates, the volumes if you have volumes, LUNs if you have LUNs. And you can also provision and manage queue trees. You can manage the shares and see the status of the shares. And if somebody's been logging into the infrastructure, you can actually play back all of the different console sessions that have been used to manage the infrastructure. If there are configuration values, you can store them here. You can also set up templates to monitor whatever you want to monitor on the infrastructure. We have API level integration, so you can actually see with the API everything that that's going on, or you can use the SNMP and use MIBs to monitor whatever you want to monitor. But right down to all of the standard API integrations you can kind of go get there. You can monitor and manage the status of the infrastructure in there. This is actually an ONTAP simulator, so it hasn't been on very long, but and then you can also store credentials. With this, you can create and assign new infrastructures, new credentials to manage the infrastructure. You can also create an aggregate and create a LUN within the infrastructure. If I go and create an aggregate, I can choose the RAID types, block types, and choose which disks are available to manage that infrastructure. I can also go in and create LUNs. Same thing, right? I can create the LUN path and choose how large the LUN is going to be. Okay, so that's monitoring and managing the infrastructure, and of course you can do all of the lifecycle management things that you can normally do in Vistara, including creating scheduled maintenance windows, adding URLs, patch management. You can add and remove that this management. You can create your own templates, so if there are thresholds, custom thresholds that you want to be alerted on, you can automatically create tickets and escalations, and then you can also add consoles to the infrastructure. Okay guys, that's a quick overview of managing storage within a FlexPod, and looking forward to the next one.